I have an update. I have an update. I have an update. I want to thank you folks for joining in. My name is Chad Royer, and welcome to my channel. What's up with Chad Y. Royer? I am here to discuss my journey as a cancer patient. Uh, the cancer in question is multiple myeloma. I would like to invite folks who have not done so to like and subscribe to the video, turn on your notifications, and for those who may not know, I have a GoFundMe. So if anybody would like to donate to my cause, the GoFundMe is in my name. Now, I just want to go over some updates right now. So what's happening right now is I am in cycle 4 of my treatments. And cycle 4 is usually 4 weeks of chemotherapy, once in a week. So what's happening now is that my chemotherapy that I'm getting every week is being discontinued. It's been discontinued because there's been a change in direction. So what's been happening is that we were projected to have the stem cell transplant process sometime toward the end of May, or rather the middle of May to the end of May. Since my numbers have been progressing in the right direction and the numbers have been going down, they officially want us to start the process earlier. So, what does this mean? The stem cell process, from the prep to the hospitalization to the end of the 100 days, all of that would have started in May, later May. They actually want to start mid-April. Now, we are almost there. We are almost in April. So what this means is that there's a little less preparation time for me, where not only do I have to do the prep earlier, we would have to set up the calendar earlier. The calendar days in question would include the day that a port has to be inserted, the days where I would have to take meds to increase the amount of stem cell production in my body. Also, days where I would have to go to the hospital to do a collection of stem cells. So the collection of the stem cells is important because those stem cells that are drawn from my body will be stored and later introduced into the body again when the body actually needs it. What happens when I do the heavy dose chemotherapy? It's going to pretty much wipe out my immune system for a time, and I'll be immunocompromised. The stem cells would help to regenerate the body in an effort to get back to health. We're looking at early to mid-April, where they're looking to start the process of the stem cells, the stem cell transplants. This also means I have to discontinue Revlimid. Now, this could have all started much earlier than this. What ended up happening in the consults, and this could have been an honest mistake somewhere down the line, but we uncovered that while we are on Revlimid, it's so hard to pronounce, that actually interrupts the production of stem cells. And of course, we didn't know, but we were still taking it. In fact, I just got back on the cycle of Revlimid after being off for a week. We started taking it again, but we had to discontinue it. And what ended up happening, instead of the stem cell transplant taking place even earlier than I anticipated, it's taking place mid-April. So it could have started even earlier than anticipated, but still way ahead of its projection. So, hence, in the title, no more Revlimid. We won't be taking that for the foreseeable future. What we were doing at the chemotherapy visits every week, we were taking injections to address the immunity and to address the attacking of the cancer cells. That's being discontinued for now. That's being discontinued. In fact, cycle 4 is being interrupted and not being completed at this time so that we can prepare for the stem cell process. Now, what else is involved in the stem cell transplant, I briefly mentioned, is the preparation. Uh, some things that we're going to have to get ready for is the hospitalization part. I will be in the hospital for 17 days, and that's all part of it. This is where I will be exposed to the heavy dose chemotherapy, whose goal is to wipe out the remaining bad cells in the body. Some good cells will be wiped out as well, but we want to get rid of the bad ones. And because it involves such heavy dose chemotherapy, I will be under doctor's care. I will be looked at. They will check on my vital signs to make sure that I don't get sick or any infections or any fevers. In fact, from what I've been told from other people who've been through it or those who are familiar with the process, that any kind of sickness or infection or fever could actually prolong my stay in the hospital. So that's something that I had to keep an eye on. The doctors will have to keep an eye on as well because my immunity will be at its low. That's the beginning of the 100-day period where I would have to pretty much keep to myself and quarantine from others as I am in a position where I can get sick easily. And we don't want that to happen. Uh, One thing I have to thank my dentist for, my dentist, I had a dentist visit, take care of my teeth. We did address the mineralization of the teeth because the teeth are part of the bones. So I was actually prescribed new toothpaste or a different toothpaste, mind you, from Colgate, Previdence. So the goal of using this toothpaste is to help mineralize the teeth so that they are not compromised from the process as well. Very important that you get your doctor or your dentist rather to look at your teeth. This is a preventative measure. And I just want to mention that as this cup says, be a warrior, not a worrier, I will admit that there is some nerves involved. I'm a little bit nervous. I won't say I'm apprehensive, but I don't know what to expect. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how I'm going to feel. I have to prepare for the worst and expect the best because at the end of the day, remission is the key. And crossing my fingers and doing what I need to do and keeping a positive attitude. One thing that I will also try to do is to be prepared with a go bag, a travel bag, some water. I will need to find a way to get access to better food because the hospital food is disgusting. Just being straight, it's disgusting. Pill sorter I'm going to need. I'm going to need stuff for my lips so they don't get chapped. I'll need wipes, a flashlight, change of clothes. What else would I need? Going to need some entertainment, so an iPad would be very helpful. This is the update that I have right now. I hope to have more as we come along. So the stem cell process is a go, and it's happening sooner than anticipated. So stay tuned as I come up with more content. I thank you all for subscribing to the channel. Please turn on your notifications and share with folks who you know. And if you are in support of donating to my cause, I do have a GoFundMe in my name because medical bills are expensive. I thank you for your time and take care.